Hello, tangueros and tangueras from all over the world. Welcome to Patricio's and Eva's tango class. Today we start with a new series called Classic Tango Figures. So, that makes me very hungry. Because today we are going to teach the sandwich, the sandwichito. So I'm thinking in eating a sandwich, but
the sandwich is actually two of the feet holding the other dancer's foot.
okay.
In between.
Bread,
So
and
this is
whatever
the
you
bread.
want to put in between.
That's correct.
I like with ham and cheese and mayonnaise and lettuce and tomatoes.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that will be the embellishments. That will be the additions to it.
Okay.
Well, let's go slowly.
Yes.
Okay. So the sandwich is actually a figure. It's a combination of elements. So since we start exploring the classic tango figures, we start this with the assumption that all dancers need to know these figures because they're very classic and very popular on the dance floor. Mm-hmm. The sandwich is, for me, the first figure that combines several elements. So when you embark in your learning process, you begin with the walk, maybe then you incorporate side steps, then you move on to syncopations, and then later on you learn the front ochos, the back ochos, and then the sandwich, which incorporates all of these things: front ochos, back ochos, paradas, pasadas, all into one figure. So it's a big deal when you're a beginner.
And forever is a big deal. I mean, sandwich you never stop doing sandwich. It's one of the classics
Yes.
for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's like the bread and butter of tango.
exactly.
Literally.
That's what
If
it
you have
is.
no other ingredients, you make a sandwich with garlic and oil and bread,
Yeah.
whatever you put into it. So the sandwich itself is the action in which my partner stops, I put one foot, and then I put my other foot, sandwiching my partner's foot in between both my feet. I try to have my heels together here. And then I will step back away from my partner at an angle.
Nice sandwich, you.
Exactly. And then the follow sandwiches the lead.
Exactly.
And then we pass over this and continue. That is the element itself, but there is a preceding movement and there is a following movement in it.
Yeah.
So will you please change to camera 2, please? Yes. Good, thank you. So when we are here, we normally begin the sandwich with a side step. The lead collects and changes weight and then proceeds to lead the follow into a back ocho. Normally, the second back ocho, meaning the next rotation, includes a stop in the walk. Simultaneously, I drag my foot and I make contact with my partner's foot. Then I stand up and sandwich my partner's feet and cross my right foot behind. Then I bring my partner forward onto this axis and I invite her to step in front, always making sure that I don't interrupt her embellishments or I don't take the follow out of music. Then I pivot on my feet, lead her onto a front ocho, which is a great getaway, and then close it.
The resolution.
Yes, and that makes it for a beautiful figure.
Voila.
Voila, there you have it, my friends. So let's give a little bit more information to our friends.
Of course.
This is a great review of classic tango figures, which is not just for beginners. This is something that we all dancers use quite often, and we have to polish it to make sure that we do it correctly. The leads part goes like this. Normally you would take a step to the back, a step to the side. You take a moment, you transfer your weight back onto your right foot so you can walk again with your left foot, and you rotate your body to lead the back ocho. Then you turn your partner, and with your hands, you stop her. See, it's like you lead her into this back ocho, then you turn her, and you stop her, especially with your hand in the back. Not the foot. It looks like the stop is created by the foot, but it's not. It's created by the frame, because when you stall your partner with her axis between her feet, she won't walk. And simultaneous to that, you bring your foot here. I'm sorry, I'm going to show you my back. I hate to do that.
I like your back.
It's because of the demonstration. Then
I like
I
your
sandwich.
back.
And then I slide my foot across, transfer a little bit of my weight, and then my partner stands up. You see, I was standing up on top of the foot, then I pull back, and I have to make sure that I don't pull back too much, otherwise my partner will be brought forward. This is something that we exchange. So I go back gradually. See, it's important that the lead also practices his extension, so then he can go back as he wants or needs. From here, you rotate pivot onto a split weight, transfer the weight off the right foot onto your left foot, square up your body, tang, go, close. And that's all there is for me.
Okay, I will tell you what it is for me. So,
Okay.
For the follows is what Patricio did is a side step, a back ocho there, transfer your weight, another back ocho to the other side. And here you're supposed to feel a stop in your back. Okay, that's what Patricio was talking about, where you enjoy being split weight without the need to pick up this foot from there too soon. Like you can stay here. Okay, they do the sandwich there, and then they will guide you to, the foot will be there to sandwich them. Okay, and from here you are going to go to the other side. Before we go to the other side, I want to explain that this moment you want to have your knees together. Okay, so you don't want to have a sandwich with a split knees like this. Doesn't look good, really. Like, I don't know, not in tango at least. So you wanted to close the knees like this and have these feet like sandwiching them before you actually step over and transfer your weight, probably to a front ocho afterwards, but it can be many things. We are trying to keep it simple.
To the structure of
to
the
the
movement.
structure of the sandwich.
There are many ramifications.
Yes.
You can add continuity to it, you can add barridas, you can add more ochos, you can add embellishments, pauses, change the timing. I mean, this is so rich. This is why this is such a classic figure.
Correct.
I think it would be fantastic if we can demonstrate this movement with music for our friends.
I believe you are absolutely right. Let's go for it.
Okay, I have a great tango lined up.
Okay, surprise me.
Well, I have to ask the DJ. DJ, will you please play the song?
Yes.
El abrojito. Thank you.
El abrojito.
y a mi vida tan serena. Condenaste hacia el dolor, nunca podré arrancar de mi pecho, nunca el abrojito punzante, guiando por todo el mal que me has hecho, con el alma agonizante, sin fe, sin nido ni amor. No sé por qué te alejaste de mí, si te adoré con creciente fervor. No sé por qué me engañabas así, sin demostrar tu desamor. Con tu querer yo era un hombre feliz y nunca pensé que tu ardiente pasión era un puñal que me habría de abrir esta herida en mi corazón. Y ando por todo el mal que me has hecho, con el alma agonizante, sin fe, sin nido ni amor.
Where did that music came from? That was
I don't know.
That's a crazy song.
But it's okay, make you happy.
Ding dong, ding, ra-pa-pa-pa-bee-da-da-da-da. Mala Junta, that's the name of
Mala
that,
Junta,
that
I know.
song. They sung with a laugh.
I never really liked that song, actually.
You never liked that song?
No.
Oh, I love it.
I know most people do, but for some reason, guys, I don't like it. I don't know why. Like,
The name means bad combination. Mala Junta, bad mix. Like when you have bad friends that take you in bad
direction?
bad directions, in the wrong directions. That's what the name implies. Bad mix or bad company.
Maybe that's why I don't like
Maybe
it.
that's you have a negative connotation for you.
I don't know, yeah. I like good friends.
But the other one, you dance is so beautiful. It shows that you like the other song.
Yes, I do.
It's lovely. El Abrojito. Alberto Moran. My mom, she told me that when she was young, she used to go to see him singing in concerts. And Alberto Moran was very popular among girls. It was kind of like Frank Sinatra of tango. Like women will go listen to him singing in romantic songs.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
will.
very-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Dream about him and stuff. Yeah.
yes, yes.
And throw things
Underwear,
at yeah,
stuff like that.
exactly.
Yes,
I get
I
it.
hear stories of that. My mom told me that.
Yeah, but she didn't do that.
No, she didn't.
No.
No. She saw people doing it.
Exactly.
So, so this is the structure of the movement. Let's tell our friends what they can do if they want to continue seeing our classes here in YouTube. Our classes are free for everyone, but we always appreciate your support.
We always appreciate your support and your donations. So if you like what you see, you like our classes, you enjoyed the content and what we share with you, please, you can always donate to PayPal or Venmo. Yes, you can see it there. And in the description below, if you press the description below, it's not what you see right now, you can actually have a direct link to those places, okay? And if you cannot donate, you can share, you can like, you can comment. All of that helps us to keep growing our channel, which is growing very fast, and we are happy about it. Thank you for being there in the other side of the screen.
Good. So there are several things that I like about this. For example, one of the movements, one of the ramifications of this movement is this. We go side step, transfer my way. I lead you one back ocho to my left side, always trying to step past you. Then you rotate, and I'm right there, right in front of you. I turn out my foot
Very important.
to match, to fit the shape of your shoe. And I try not to put my foot too hard here against the ankle. I try to go here half a foot. Then I put my other foot as a V in front of you, and then I try to cross this one away. If I don't, and I open to the side, then I will require to pivot my partner. And sometimes this is desirable. So here we have the first ramification of the back ocho. You go, of the sandwich. You go back ocho, you sandwich your partner, then you cross back, your partner comes exactly onto that sandwich, and she has this avenue available to her to walk 45 degrees to under your armpit. You see? So she's coming towards you. Then on both of your feet, you pivot as if you follow her. You want to keep looking at your partner as you turn her with your frame. You see this, guys? I'm making my partner pivot with both my arms, my frame, while I respect her axis and I try to keep her head on top of her foot, because that's key to maintain her without walking away from you. Then I give her a slight push, so she will consummate the next front ocho, face each other. The kiss is not needed. No. And then you go forward and you walk away.
Please don't.
Unless you're married.
Something.
Back ocho. Parada with the hand. Come up to the sandwich. Cross behind. Bring her to the center. Let her stand on the center. Be aware that she might do an embellishment. Then when she's done, when you desire that she will move on to the next thing, you indicate to her the front ocho, another front ocho, and possibly a tango close. So what do we have here? We have a back ocho, we have a parada, which is done with the frame and the hands. You have your sandwich, then you step back and she comes onto the sandwich and sandwiches you. Then she steps forward into a front ocho, you get slightly out of the way, and then you lead her out of it. Look how complex this movement is. Mm-hmm. And how beautiful with all these combinations of elements. Mm-hmm. Now, if I wish, I could go back ocho, sandwich. She goes 1, 2, 3, and I find her third step. I do another sandwich. She sandwiches me. She passes over me, which is another element. Passing over the ankle is another element of the tango. She goes forward, side I collect, back I have a sandwich here. So this will be becoming a link step. And there you have another possibility to play around this movement.
Yeah, you need to take notes. So many variations of the sandwich. Very rich. It's very rich. Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes you would do the pause and take your time to move here slowly, here slowly, here slowly. And you make a big point of it. You make this the center of the movement. As you slow down to twice as slow, meaning you take one step every 4 beats. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, step 2, 3, 4, step 2, 3, 4. Then things become more elastic, like warped. You can see ahead because you can feel more what you're being led, what's about to happen because everything slowed down. And you can also connect with music that has a more melodic or a more rallentando moment. So it will be an element of musicality.
Nice.
Or sometimes you can rush 1, 2, 3, 4. See, you syncopate the moment of your collection, or you syncopate the moment of her collection. You rush her up a little bit because sometimes you want to fit enough musical section. So you have the ability to stretch it or to rush it to give a sense of fitment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hypothetically speaking, in the case that we need to rush. Or I go like this and I go 1, 2, 3. See? Whichever is the accent that I want to accentuate.
Yeah, before we move forward, I would like to give some tips.
Yes.
I know there is all sort of people out there in the other side, like in how much experience you have about it. But this is very basic, whatever I'm going to say. You are doing ochos and you can do the sandwich. This is for the leads. You are leading ochos in this fashion, but when you do the sandwich, you need to lead your partner into that ocho, stop her, but you don't have to go with her. Okay, it's a very little tip that we didn't mention.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Many times, if you're a beginner, you might get confused. Like, but I'm here, I cannot move that leg, yeah, because you transfer your weight. So I wanted to show with Patricio what I mean by this. Can we do a couple of ochos only towards the camera? So you go with your partner every time she does ocho. But when you want to do the sandwich, you step there and you stay in that side and you send your partner in that ocho. So you remain in the left leg as you send your partner. You don't move to the right leg.
Because
Okay?
if you go with her, you have your weight on the foot that you expected to move.
Correct.
So you are on point with that, Eva. Thank you. I'm sorry
No, you
I
don't
missed
have to be
this,
sorry because we still have time to explain these little details.
right here. I stop her and I keep my right foot free of weight to actually redirect my foot against the outside of her foot rather than to the right. Otherwise, I will not have a foot available to slide it to the sandwich. Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you have something more?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, what I wanted to show is the other thing that I said I was going to show and I didn't.
Yes.
From the parada in the sandwich, I showed you how you do crossing behind. Hide your leg. And then you will feel like you are in a elliptical alignment with all 4 feet. Now, if you move to the right, instead of crossing behind, if you move to the right, then the follow has to do a beautiful pivot. So you could come to the side and make the follow turn. Now, I do have a good tip for this. Let's do this one more time. Ooh. So, sometimes I feel a little more dramatic and I do it like this. Open to the side. Instead of crossing behind, you will open to the right, transfer the weight to the right, and then pay attention to this foot. You have to turn your heel with her. Don't block her. You're going to hurt her ankle if you don't do it.
First, you transfer her weight to that leg.
Front.
So you transfer front. And then you pivot your foot, as Patricio is showing you here. You see his foot? So many times I saw people like staying pigeon toe, and then it's like the problem is that your follow cannot pivot. That's a problem.
Yeah, you don't want to get your foot stuck and rotate your knee over it like that. You always want to turn your heel inwards when you're turning to the left.
Yes.
See, if you're turning to the left, your foot comes forward. Ooh, what is that like? There. Tenemos el director de luces que hace lo que quiere. So,
Apaga la luz.
so from the back ocho and parada, we step to the side, and now look how beautiful this lapis that the follow does.
Yeah.
This is a nice moment of the dance. And then exit.
Yeah, that's why Patricio mentioned before in the class today to have like kind of half a foot against your partner. Don't go to an entire foot because then your partner, you're blocking her and she cannot pivot. The heel will kind of go on to your foot and then she will get pigeon toe doing the lapis.
That is right.
So that's why you want half a foot so she has freedom of movement in the heel. Yes?
Yes, that's very important to do for the lead. To turn your foot, because she has her
That
toes
one.
exposed.
This foot.
My left foot. Turn the heel to accommodate my partner.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, this movement is so rich that we could continue for another half hour, telling you all possibilities. But you know, you might have to come visit us in person. We are starting our group classes in August and September. We are planning some bigger events for the rest of the year. So there are many ways to reach us. We're always text away. You can message us on Facebook. You can message us in YouTube, here in our channel, Patreon, PayPal, email, phone calls. Either way, you can come and take a lesson with us, and we'll help you figure out more things about this movement and many others. We are in Seattle and we're teaching most of the days. So I think we should dance one more tango and then finish because we're running out of time.
I know. Take notes.
So, Mister, can you please play this song again? Thank you, Mr. DJ, for that beautiful song. You are doing much better now. That was great. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I enjoyed every beat.
Me too. Sorry, guys.
We will see you next Thursday for more tango, more sanguchitos, more eating, more flavors, more decorations, more everything.
I want to eat now.
Yes.
See you. Take care.
Mwah.
Bye.
Mwah.
Mwah.